against someone that's really good, that doesn't work. So don't think that it just always works, because it doesn't. You just got to respond to it properly and get the stuff out at the right time. If you have really good timing as Protoss, that doesn't really work. And I once have attacked in there since he was playing standard, but I decided to. Yeah, just an FYI, I'm not on MG anymore. Um, there was a little bit of a argument with the troll that was pissing me off, and I was like, you know what? If you're not gonna, it was the leader's friend, and he's standing up for him instead of me. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. If you don't want to cast her, fine. So, well, it looks like 2 guys are still pending. So this timer is stuck at 0. I wonder what folder I should put this in. Probably a new folder. Yeah, new folder. I'm going to try not to spam, but that's the link. Like, as a caster, it's like, okay, do I spam and tell people constantly, or do I just not tell people? Because, I mean, the middle ground is kind of like, okay, you tell them once in a while, and then like a lot of people won't even know about it then. So I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, there's not much of a middle ground. You really want to tell as many people as possible, get as many viewers as you can, and all that good stuff. Let me see if anybody's even watching. I just casted a clan war between EP, Eternal Plague, and VP. I'm not sure what VP stands for, but apparently they're sponsored. It's pretty much every game had 2 GMs in it, so I mean, it was GM against GM. That's right, I can't even check because I'm in the game. I hate my internet. I can't connect to any websites while I'm in StarCraft 2. Like, occasionally I can, but usually I can't. I mean, when I'm in a game anyway. Especially OBS. I never can in OBS. But this looks like someone's lagging. Bar is not moving. I just want to hide that overlay while it's loading. Just looks out of place there otherwise. That's right, I can switch to all these different things. Yep. And I like good stuff. Hopefully it's not me lagging. I doubt it is, but it's, I guess, a possibility, since I do have the stream going. Huh. Now, in the last game, there were a couple of people apparently commentating as well. I don't know if they're any good. I really wish I could have checked them out, but like right as the game started, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cast this. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this. Just practice. Potentially boost my numbers just by telling people in OBS games that I do cast, and now of course for me, I actually have a lot of ups and downs. I have good casting and bad casting, and today has definitely been a downer, just because I haven't been in the right mindset, but it looks like it's getting better and better, so I apologize, it's not the best I've done, but it is somewhat good. So had a little bit of coffee, and that definitely helped me a lot. I feel bad because like the clan where I was casting, first couple of games I didn't have coffee at all, and then I ended up not being able to join the next game because I don't know, people just didn't realize I wasn't there, and I forgot to check to see if they were in a game. So alright, well, it looks like we're in another OBS game, Metalopolis. I wish the other maps would get a little bit more popular. Actually, what I really wish is that they would combine all the maps into one so that you could pick your map, but of course I don't know if that would cause lag or something, I don't know. And once again, I don't care if people are ghosting, just because I mean, if they want to cheat, that's their decision, because it's not for money. So, all right, Sirk, Lot Sirk, and Zuv. So we have Zuv spawning as our green Zerg player at the. Let me get this on there really quick. There we go. At the well, it's the left-hand position, also known as 9 o'clock. I like to call it the 8:30 position because I like to be more precise. And since he's Zerg, I'm just going to bet on him. Who cares? And we have Mr. Lot Sirk spawn at the bottom here. I'm going to turn my controls down for casting really quick because I was just in a game that I would beat this guy to bloody pulp. I'm damn proud of that. No, not really. It's just a game. But anyways, he's Terran. He spawned at the 6 o'clock position, also known as the southern position. And well, hopefully, if you guys are just tuning in, hopefully you guys aren't, when you play, hopefully you don't ghost. Just because it's kind of like lying to yourself and doesn't make you better. It just makes you cheat. It's kind of like, okay, great. It's like saying someone who robs a bank earns a lot of money annually. It's like, not really. You steal. That's like cheating the system. So, anyways, I'm gonna ignore all the chat. Screw all that. So SV coming out, scouting around. Already checked this cross position, or close ground, I should say. And it looks like this SV now going to the cross position across the map. Check there. Actually, no, he's going on unusual scout pattern. It looks like he's going to the fast air position next instead of the cross. Now it does take longer from this position here to get to the cross from that position, which is the close air to his base, than normal. It would take less time to get to the cross position here than it would to get to the Zerg's base, but he is going to be doing it properly. No, actually, did he even? I don't even think he actually scouted Zerg. Nope, actually he did. I don't know. I lost track of the SV. I was like, where the heck did that guy go? And it's a little bit distracting that all these guys are talking, but whatever. So anyway, spawning pool has gone up before that hatchery, and looks like Zuv is doing exactly what the last Zerg did. And Obs, I don't know, I don't like seeing this because it's the pool and then the extractor, or the extractor and pool and then expansion. And I really don't like that because you're cutting your drone production. And if you look, actually he's at 15-15, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe Terran just not doing a good job of producing SCVs, but you are behind on drones because of that. He could have had a lot more drones right now than he actually does. And that's because he's plopping on that hatchery so early, Like, it would be okay if he got the spawning pool and then the hatchery on 16, and then got the extractor, but he decided to get the extractor and the pool before the hatchery, so now it's kind of like, okay, now I don't have drones for it because, it just doesn't work out, It doesn't work out. You'd get this extractor maybe around now, and you'd have, like, 20 drones. So, I don't know, it just works out better. So anyways, it looks like Terran going for Hellions. He does have that refinery for it. Also, a fast expansion. I do like this play quite a bit just because you get the Hellions out and you're able to use those Hellions to keep your opponent at his base. And what that means is he cannot attack your expansion that's going up. Like, you don't really need a lot of guys to defend that because Zerg has to go and defend his shit, So, I mean, it's just a good way to keep Zerg back at his base. It works a little bit better against Terran and Protoss just because they have slower moving units. Zerg can just make units at the last minute and defend with them and use other units that he already has to go assault that command center going up. So, I mean, it is a little bit unsafe, but it's, not horrible. You can get away with it in quite a lot of different situations. So anyways, no blue flame yet. He does have a tech lab going up, so I do wonder if he's going to be adding that factory to that tech lab instead of that reactor. And yeah, it might have a little bit of frame skipping. My internet's not the best in the world, but I mean, I think it'll do all right. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. It's just slight, I think. So I'd rather not sacrifice quality for it. So I think it's a good balance, is what I'm saying. So anyways, that tech lab is now on with that factory. And he's adding another barracks to that reactor, and he's got another tech lab with that barracks, so he's probably going to be getting stem soon with that tech lab. Oh, I did bet. Okay. Okay, let's look at the stats again. So Zerg here, looks like he only has one spine crawler at each base. Now, that means a lot of dead Zerglings and drones here. Because, I mean, that means you're pretty much relying on this queen to kill off some of those Hellions. And, well, apparently Yellow's streaming also at Lexian. Just for the record, my stream is also up on Justin TV, but it's, I mean, at the same time, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of like delayed and sometimes disconnects, so I don't really refer people to that location. But you can check it out at justin.tv/sc2magic, in case you're wondering. So, I don't know, if for some reason Regame is not working, you can maybe check it out there. You can also check it out on Team Liquid. It would be under MG Magic. Or no, it would be under TM-Magic. So, I don't know, you can check me out there too, if you wanted. Apparently, there's a little bit of lag. And I think I'm still on. Yep, I'm still on that. Let's just go to available just in case. Anyways, extractor's going up. A bit of lag, but nothing too big. Looks like a couple of Zerglings coming out here. Going to be checking things out, seeing if there's expansion. There is not. And Terran raising that supply depot very, very smartly. And actually, it looks like these Marines are looking to push out. Ooh, and Zerg is morphing into those banelings if Terran finds those. Now, that's a lot of dead Zerglings for free, pretty much. You can cancel the banelings, but I mean, it's still a little bit of money wasted, and you're probably going to lose a couple of Zerglings on the way. So, I mean, well, it looks like he's going to allow him to hatch. Now, is Zerg going to keep him here and use him later on when this expansion is up with all the SVs mining, or is he going to go in there, like, soon? I don't really know. We'll find out. Meanwhile, it looks like he is going to be taking a third at the natural third, and it looks like his drone count's decent. 34 drones, 34 SCVs, all is well. Of course, Terran does have the mules, so his income is just slightly ahead. Actually, it's a little bit low right now. Looks like he's adding on the mules just now. And actually, it's just transferring too, so understandably. There's a dead Zergling. Tank killing that, squashing that like a bug. You know, this small little bug. Imagine this giant tank shell raining down on and just crushing it. Now, I really wish that tanks would, like, miss sometimes and the bullet would actually go, or the projectile would actually go to the left or right or above or below the actual target. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be very realistic, but of course for game purposes, you know, that's not, you know, you need things to do 100% damage 100% of the time. So, anyways, looks like the banding just kind of sneaking around. Meanwhile, okay, I guess he was luring the units up there so that he could have this bandings go for that SCV line. But as you can see, that tank actually both tanks in a very good position. Those Marines actually coming down in a good reaction time, coming to the rescue of his SCVs and killing them all off before they did any damage whatsoever. So a lot of dead bandings that were pretty much done for nothing. You know, he produced a lot of Zerglings and morphed them into bandlings, and that is a lot of larvae. Now, people don't really consider larvae as a resource because they don't, either A, they don't play Zerg, or B, they don't really think about it. And it really is a resource, like a resource, like minerals or gas. Like, you have to conserve your larvae for drones, or, you know, like, you have to be very precise with how you use them. Apparently he's going to subscribe to me somewhere about something. I don't really know what's going on with that. But we have a game to cast here, and I'm doing my best to ignore the chat. If he responds, I might look at it. But anyways, back to the game. Looks like Terran, excuse me, is setting up another expansion at his third. Meanwhile, Zerg does have the expansion finished, and he could transfer over a couple of these probes or drones here. But I mean, it's not as big of a deal for Zerg to do that, solely because I mean, of course it's going to help your economy, but it's not as important because there are other functions from that hatchery. You know, you use it to produce units too, so I mean, and it's not like the same as a command center that's not, you know, that's at a mineral patch that's not producing drone or SC